Season 1 starts off with Lester Nygaard, who's a punching bag for everyone, and one encounter with a bully lands in the hospital, where he meets Lon Malvo. As the conversation moves, Malvo offers Lester to take out the bully Sam, but Lester stays silent, and Malvo takes that as a yes. Chief Vern and Deputy Molly investigate Sam's murder and suspects Lester. Lester, in a heated moment, strikes his wife with a hammer and calls Malvo. Chief Vern appears at Lester's house and was about to cuff him but gets shot by Malvo. Then Lester acts as there was a home invasion in which his wife and Chief Vern was killed. Because of Sam's death, Mr. Numbers and Mr. Wench are looking for Malvo. Deputy Molly Solverson learns the identity of Frozen Man from episode 1, as in the footage Malvo is dragging him out. Deputy Solverson goes to Lester's office and interrupts Mr. Numbers and Wench from roughing up Lester and accidentally drops her file, where Lester recognized Malvo, and by his reaction Deputy's suspicion is confirmed that Lester is not so innocent. In 1987, the future supermarket king finds a satchel of money, a reference to the movie. Lester, in order to escape from Mr. Numbers and Wench, lands himself in a holding cell, but the two henchmen gets themselves there as well. Lester is tortured at the holding cell to reveal who killed Sam, and he tells them. Then Lester is taken to the hospital where his hand is treated, and the bullet in his hand is the same which killed Chief Vern. Mr. Numbers and Wench sets a trap for Malvo, but Malvo setted his own trap and kills Mr. Numbers after asking who hired them. Deputy Solverson arrives there and sees Mr. Numbers' dead body and wants to catch Malvo this time, but gets shot by Officer Grimley in a confusion. Lester frames his brother and his nephew for his wife's murder, and Lester's plan works and his brother is arrested. Malvo pays a visit to the company which hired Mr. Numbers and Wench. People got dead. Then we move 1 year later. We see that Officer Grimley is now Mailman Grimley, married to Officer Molly. Lester is married to Linda, a co-worker, and in Vegas he sees Malvo. Lester goes to Malvo and asks him to be acknowledged, as Malvo was undercover where he shoots everyone. Agent Peppers and Budge asks for help from Deputy Solverson, who helps them against Lester and Malvo. Lester wants to escape from Malvo, but his money is at his office, so he sends Linda dressed like him, and she got shot by Malvo. Malvo gets in a shootout with FBI, and both Lester and Malvo escapes. Grimley sees Malvo at the cabin and kills him. Now Chief Solverson finds tapes Lester admitting to the murder of his first wife. 2 weeks later, as Lester is fleeing from police on the ice, and the ice breaks beneath him, killing him. For season 2, we move back in time to March 1979. The Gerhardt family is the most powerful crime syndicate in Fargo. The leader of the family, Otto, is incapacitated by a stroke, and his two sons, Dodd and Bear, compete for control. At a Waffle Hut, the third Gerhardt tries to extort Judge Munt and kills him along with 2 employees. Wounded Rye sees what looks like a UFO and struck by the car driven by Peggy Blomquist. Meanwhile, as Otto is sick, Kansas Syndicate makes a move on Fargo. Milligan and others arrive at Otto's residence and offers them a buyout. But on demand from Dodd's mother, everyone starts looking for Rye. At night, Lou goes to buy some bacon where Ed has Rye's remains in the grinder. But Lou doesn't notice it. Hank sees Betsy as he was hanging the wanted poster for Rye. She says he might be the victim of hit and run, but Peggy discounts it. Dodd's daughter Simone tips off Hansi about a lead on Rye, and they ambush Skip at Rye's apartment. After the interrogation by Dodd, he is buried alive. Simone, during sex with Milligan, reveals about Otto's appointment with the doctor, and Mike with Kitchen Brothers kill everyone, leaving Otto unharmed. Gerhardt and Kansas City Syndicate meets for negotiation, but Kansas City wants complete surrender from Gerhardt family. At this point, Lou is assigned to a presidential candidate, Ronald Reagan. Hansi and accomplices ambush Bulo, and Kitchen Brothers sends their head to Milligan. Dodd orders Virgil to kill Ed because of the suspicion that he works for Kansas City. Virgil and Charlie botches the job, where Virgil is killed and Charlie is hospitalized. Then Ed got arrested. Dodd and Hansi arrives at Ed's place to kill him. Hansi knocks Hank out, but Peggy managed to knock Dodd out. Simone calls Milligan to tell him about her family leaving for Laverne. Milligan and others arrive at now less protected farmhouse and open fire. Bear kills Simone for betraying the family. Ed calls Milligan, telling him that he has Dodd hostage. Milligan and Ed sets up a meeting. Hansi finds Ed and Peggy where he shoots Dodd. Police arrives there and Peggy stabs Hansi. Hansi then flees. Then police organize an ambush for Milligan. and Hansi lies to Floyd and Bear that Kansas City has Dot. Gerhardt family and the police are in a shootout outside the gas station. Hansi kills Floyd, a UFO appears, distracted Bear, and Lou finally shoots him. Almost all the Gerhardts are dead with the exception of Charlie. Hansi pursues Ed and Peggy where he shot Ed, who died later. After that, Hansi fled. Lou arrives at the scene and arrests Peggy. Hansi has a new identity now and actually got away. Milligan survived as well. Lou returns home and sees Betsy and recovered Hank. In the season 2, we move to East Berlin in 1988 where Jacob is being questioned about the death of a woman whose boyfriend is listed living in this apartment. Jacob denies knowing anything. Then we jump to 2010 where a PO, Ray Stussy, wants to marry Nikki and asks his brother Emmett for some money to buy the ring, which he refused. Ray had a fight with Emmett and then blackmails a parolee, Maurice, to steal from Emmett. Meanwhile, Emmett looks to pay his loan, which turns out to be a partnership with a shadowy corporation, as he is told by VM Varga. In Eden Valley, Police Chief Gloria Burgess and her son Nathan leaves her stepfather's house Ennis only to come back and found him dead as Maurice mixed the address between Emmett and Ennis and killed the wrong Stussy. And later Maurice is killed by Ray and Nikki as he tried to blackmail Ray. Varga kills Emmett's lawyer for investigating him and takes up residence in Emmett's office. Ray disguises himself as his brother Emmett to steal the stamps and opens his safety deposit box where he only finds cremated remains. Gloria finds out that Maurice's parole officer is Ray. Ennis and Ray shares the same surname Stussy. After Cy, Emmett's partner, tips Ray's superiors about his relationship with Nikki, Ray is fired. As policewoman Lopez investigates a hit and run which reveals the similarities between the Ennis and Emmett's address, also that Ray and Emmett are brothers. Lopez tells all this to Gloria. Ray again disguises himself as Emmett and makes a sex tape with Nikki to blackmail him for $100,000. But Stella, Emmett's wife, sees it first and leaves Emmett. Nikki is beaten by Yuri and Mimo as Nikki met with Cy because Emmett told Varga that Cy and Ray might be working together against him. Ray and Nikki hide themselves at a motel, but Ray went back to his apartment to get the $10,000 where he finds Emmett, and in a scuffle Ray died. Emmett calls Varga, who cleans it up and blames it on Nikki. And Nikki was arrested by Gloria and Lopez. Then Nikki is put on a prison bus along with Mr. Wench. Yuri rams the bus to kill Nikki, but with the help of Mr. Wench, she escapes after killing Golem and injuring Yuri. Varga poisons Cy, sending him to coma. Emmett felt too guilty about killing his brother and went to police station and confessed everything about manipulating his brother for taking the Corvette instead of stamps and killing him. Mr. Wench and Nikki ambush Mimo and blackmail Varga for $2 million for the financial information. Mimo kills 2 more people with the last name Stussy as same as Ennis, and Varga plants a patsy to take the fall for all 4 murders, which in turn lead to the release of Emmett. IRS agent Dollard finds the package containing Stussy Lott's information and Gloria's number. Dollard explains about Varga's tax fraud to Gloria. Varga goes to pay ransom to Mr. Wench and Nikki, where he is ambushed by the 2. Mimo and others are killed, but Varga escapes, and Mr. Wench and Nikki splits the money. Emmett leaves where Nikki confronts him, but a state trooper shows up and shot Nikki as Nikki shot the trooper. 5 years later, where Emmett has rekindled his marriage and a recovered Cy is there. Emmett goes to the kitchen and was shot by Mr. Wench. 3 months later, Gloria, who is now a DHS agent, questions Varga in a holding cell that in 5 minutes he is going to jail. But Varga says that in 5 minutes he will be released. The camera pans away and the episode ends before either is confirmed or denied. Thank you for watching the video. Like and share.